These are the 6 reasons why I went with a Toyota 4Runner instead of a Ford Bronco. The first was availability. So at the time I was searching for a new vehicle, one that was off-road capable. Right off the bat, the Ford Bronco looked very, very cool to me, but it had over a year-long wait time. So that was a downside for the Ford Bronco. That being said, it did take me a year to find a decent used Toyota 4Runner that was a good deal. So I don't really quite know how much of availability was weighing my option, but at the time when I was first looking, that was a negative mark for the Ford Bronco. The second one was the price. So a new Ford Bronco would cost roughly in the upper 50s, sometimes even up to $60,000. And yeah, it's a new vehicle and it probably will have high resale value. It was just very, very expensive, especially looking at you can get a fairly decent Toyota 4Runner for about half that price. If you really wanted to add a lot of accessories to your 4Runner, then for an extra $10,000, you could really outfit your 4Runner and still have it $20,000 less than a new Ford Bronco would cost. So price was probably one of the biggest factors. Now, eventually, a Ford Bronco will come down in price. You'll find used ones down the road. So that's not that big of a factor in the future, but at least right now, when Ford Broncos are brand new, it definitely is a huge factor for me. So the third reason why I went with the Toyota 4Runner is reliability. The 5th generation 4Runner has been around since 2010, and so that's been around for a very long time. Whereas the Ford Bronco, it's new and they probably will need to make a few tweaks in the first few years. Now, also, that being said, is that you could say, well, the Toyota 4Runner 5th generation is outdated. It's been the same for the last 12 years now, and it's very outdated. Yeah, there's definitely some things with that, but when you're talking about overall reliability, I feel like the Toyota 4Runner is going to be more reliable because it has been tested for several years, and so the reliability points go towards the Toyota 4Runner. The fourth reason why I went with a Toyota 4Runner instead of a Ford Bronco is because of the load capacity. So the 4Runner can carry roughly around 1,500 pounds of load capacity, whereas let's say a Bronco Badlands might only be able to hold around 1,100 pounds of carrying capacity. Well, if you're carrying a family and there's multiple people and all your gear, you can quickly get up to that load capacity very quick. The points go towards the 4Runner for load capacity. The fifth reason why I went with a Toyota 4Runner is because of the towing capacity. Now, the towing capacity of a Toyota 4Runner, a typical TRD Off Road, is going to be roughly around 5,000 pounds, whereas let's say a Bronco Badlands is going to be roughly around 3,200 to 3,500 pounds. Now, that still can tow your average small camper just fine, but I didn't really quite know what my use is going to be over the next few years, whether I'm going to need to haul heavier loads occasionally. And so I wanted something with a higher tow capacity until I really figure out what am I going to be using it mostly for. In the end, if you're just towing a small trailer, the tow capacity isn't going to be that much of a difference. The Bronco will be just fine with that. But because I didn't quite know what I was going to be using it for, I went with the higher tow capacity of the Toyota 4Runner. The sixth reason why I went with a 4Runner is more because of the looks. I do like the front end look of the 4Runner a little bit better than the Bronco, although with the steel front bumpers and the bullhorn in the front of the Bronco. That looks very cool. So the Ford Bronco has a very good look on the front also. But on the back end, I really wanted something with a lift gate. So if you're loading or unloading things in the back of it, it kind of protects against some rain. So those are the main reasons I went with a Toyota 4Runner rather than a Ford Bronco. And the Ford Bronco is very, very cool, and it's an extremely capable vehicle, and I really, really do like the Ford Bronco. Probably get some sort of used Bronco, you know, several years down the road. So we'll see, but for now, the 4Runner wins, and that's what I am in right now, the Toyota 4Runner 5th generation TRD Off Road. Thanks.